Hello and welcome to Scots United, where I, Scott, and my team of Scots, who are also me, bring you the latest in movies, television, and popular culture. So, we're talking about TV, we're talking about Disney Plus. So let's start off with Scott and see about one of their connected reality programs.
The world, according to Jeff Goldblum, is gold. Oh, yes.
I see what you did there.
So, Jeff Goldblum's like 67, and he's looking still really good. And he just sort of brings his sort of quirky point of view and his little wordplay thing, his little sound effects he makes. I mean, he's odd, he's quirky, but he's fun. He's Jeff Goldblum. We all know him, right? And that sort of the show sort of plays on that, and then just lets him kind of go loose.
So you're saying it's worth a look?
I've actually only watched the first episode, which is devoted to sneakers.
Ice cream is episode 2. Made me sad to be dairy intolerant.
I didn't introduce you yet.
That's true.
Nevertheless, Scott, what's good about it though, specifically?
I love this idea of him just sort of meandering through the world and just sort of like putting his hands on things and interacting with people and kind of just extemporaneously, pontificating, and it's charming, and I'm really looking forward to watching the next one.
Okay, so The World According to Jeff Goldblum, worth your time. And now, Scott, it's your turn. What have you watched?
I love shows that find a way to sort of revive and make interesting the Western genre. And really, The Mandalorian does that in spades.
Yeah, because on the whole, we could really care less about Westerns, but sometimes you can capture something or elements of it and really make it sing.
Now, Pedro Pascal plays Mando, plays The Mandalorian, and I wonder what that's like when you're offered a role in something that is going to be huge. And he's already coming out of Game of Thrones, so he knows what that's like. But essentially they're telling you you're going to have a helmet on because it's part of the culture of your character and no one's going to see your face. That's going to be a blow, right? Because every actor wants to be seen. I mean, let's be honest, aren't all actors at some point kind of just giant narcissists?
Oh, we know that firsthand.
And yes, I say that, with a theater degree in my back pocket. But seriously, that's a lot. It's a lot to be the lead and know that there are people that are never going to associate your face with that role and with that show because people are lazy. Score, the cinematography, really the scope, it's gorgeous. It really, 3 episodes in and you get a real sense of the world and the culture of the Mandalorians.
I mean, there's one major thing you haven't mentioned yet.
Well, we can't not talk about Baby Yoda. Now, is it Yoda as a baby? No, it's seemingly a baby that is of the same species that Yoda comes from, which I'm not familiar with. Although, I guess, could it be Yoda reincarnated? I don't know. I mean, are there really rules to Star Wars, to the universe? I mean, obviously people are screaming right now saying, of course there are. But, they wrote all those books after the first movies came out, and then they tossed out half of that and changed it. And, well, let's be honest. Are we really, subservient to the prequels and the whole midichlorians and the whole Christ birth of Anakin and all that nonsense? I mean, does anybody care?
I mean, yes. We've established previously on other episodes that we were very angry about getting the prequel cover to the Star Wars Entertainment Weekly, but moving on.
And so far, in just going with it, The Mandalorian is a great adventure. It has some good action sequences. It looks gorgeous. And there's an interesting heroic arc beginning and potentially a buddy comedy of sorts. So we'll see.
We will see. So that about wraps it up for Scots United this week. Margo is off on a modeling shoot. And she'll return again next week. We have already seen one of the major Oscar contenders this week. We'll be back with that and something else. So we'll see you then.